Hello again, comic book fans. I'm Wild Bill from Comic Book Geezers, and this is my buddy Pete.
How are you?
And we're continuing on the horror theme for Halloween. Today is October 7th, and we're doing an episode just on the Man-Thing.
Very cool character.
The Man-Thing, as you know, was first appeared in Savage Tales back in like 1971. Then he appeared in Astonishing Tales number 12, which featured Kazar. But from the popularity, it eventually got his own title. He moved into a title called Adventure into Fear,
which was basically a comic that featured like different monster stories.
And up for the first 9 issues. And then issue number 10 is all Man-Thing. And this is the first appearance in, as I just mentioned, Adventures into Fear. But what a nice cover. The Man-Thing basically was like Marvel's answer to the Swamp Thing from DC Comics.
But whereas Swamp Thing kind of could communicate and think and everything like that, Man-Thing, basically
show you some
kind
covers.
of a shell,
So, and he was a different character. He was a chemist.
Ted Sallis.
And basically the Man-Thing's power, they say it over and over again in the books, if the Man-Thing senses fear, it burns at his touch. Yep. So basically, if you see him and you're scared to death of him and he grabs you, you basically you get incinerated. You turn into a pile of ash. And the Man-Thing really can't be destroyed. He can't be burned. He can't be shot. He can't be cut with a sword because he's just a big walking pile of muck.
Yeah.
But he also has
twigs.
He has the ability to sense people's emotions.
Yes.
So he kind of can tell, like, if somebody's in trouble, he can tell, like, who's a threat and who isn't. And he tends to interfere in other people's lives who happen to get into trouble. And he always seems to side with the underdog, obviously, the way true comic book fashion is written. He's a good guy, the Man-Thing.
He's an empath, like, basically. That's what
and
it is.
He always seems to turn on the bad guys, and they usually become afraid of him, and that's his power. When they become fearful of him, they burn at his touch.
Yes.
Which is quite a unique power, I guess you could say. But it's basically like a mad scientist experiment gone wrong, but I think he was subjected to it, right? He didn't test himself. I forget the exact words because I don't have them.
Yeah, something actually happened. He was at odds with a lot of people who wanted to kind of tear down the swamp area there. And written by Steve Gerber, who was the mastermind. Now, so in that last issue of that Bill showed you there,
Adventures into Fear,
one of the characters that was introduced in that book was Howard the Duck, right? So this number 1 picks up exactly where that one leaves off. So
now he's got his own title.
Yeah, his own title. Okay.
By the way, Adventures into Fear eventually switched with issue 21 into Morbius, the living vampire. So this is the end of the Man-Thing. But as Pete just mentioned, the story continues on right here in issue number 1, which I do need. I don't have. These are all Pete's, by the way. But I have issue number 2.
So I've got them all.
39 issues, by the way.
39 issues. I got them all. Very good series. And again,
this is number 2.
Yep.
Which I had for years.
Some classic covers. They had different artists who worked. Val
Mike
Mayrick,
Plug.
John Buscema, Mike Plug, probably my favorite.
We were talking about Mike Plug before. This is Mike Plug artwork.
Some really good covers, a lot of them take place in the Florida Everglades, so he's battling a lot of the locals, some not-so-nice guys who were looking to ruin the Everglades, battling alligators. This is probably one of my favorite Plug covers on the Man-Thing series.
Wonderful artwork.
Yeah,
absolutely spectacular.
Cool. And, here
this one I have as well. I also have number 3.
Another cool Plug cover.
Very nice. This one I've had for years. It only issues 2 and 7, but now I have also 3 and
this, I believe,
3 and
was
6.
The first one I ever got, I believe.
Then I have
another great Plug cover right here. This is very cool.
I think I have from 11 through 22, I think. But great artwork.
I was just showing this cover to Bill.
This is awesome.
Awesome.
Great stuff.
Yeah, look at it.
I just love the artwork for this, And what's great about it is it's different. It's not your typical superhero book. It's so it's an interesting read. It really is. And it's difficult to explain. I've had people, what is the Man-Thing? You just got to read it, dude.
Yeah, he don't talk, right?
He doesn't talk. He doesn't threaten anybody. He just reaches out and grabs you.
Just shambles along.
And they if he grabs you, and they burn. Hey, burn in my hand. He even grabs the gladiator, the villain.
Yeah.
And starts burning his hand. But the gladiator cuts with his saw blade and cuts like a tree limb to have it hit and break his hold.
Shit grows right back, though.
Yeah. You can't destroy the Man-Thing. So
we're just
his own kind of indestructible power. Great covers.
Yeah, you know.
So we wanted to do the Man-Thing because Man-Thing is like one of Pete and I's favorite non-superhero character. And again, great artwork in the traditional fashion.
Here's a cool one. I mean, instead of just showing you every single one, I always
this
like
one
this
is my last issue. No, this is number 19. No, I think 23 is my last issue.
So this one's notable because look what we got here.
We got like a crossover. Look at all these guys. You got Spider-Man,
Daredevil,
Master Kung Fu, and the Thing.
The Thing.
And I love how Master Kung Fu's foot is just getting sucked into the Man-Thing's body, and these guys are having no effect.
None at all. None at all.
And you'll notice also he's grabbing Daredevil, but no burn because Daredevil's the man without fear.
Ah, very cool.
Good analogy, Mr. Bill. I like that.
That was good. That was good. I didn't even pick up on that. Shame on me.
Comedy genius, always working, never off duty.
Here's a cool cover.
By the way, if you do like comedy, I do have my own YouTube channel. It's called William J. USA. Any Wild Bill video is my comedy. Please check me out.
Master of Impressions.
Yes.
So, number 22. Final issue in the original run.
This is the
great cover with the damsel in distress. And so then they waited. What do we got? The year
I think in 1979 they rebooted them again.
79.
Volume 2, which I don't have any, but I like the original version. Those are the only, Volume 1 is what I'm interested in collecting.
I have all of them, but the second series definitely is not
not as good.
No, but. You know,
different artists, different writers. Yeah. Comics were changing in the late 70s,
I don't
early
believe
80s.
Steve Gerber was writing these anymore at this point because, of course, he was doing Howard the Duck full time.
Yeah,
at that point.
new crew took over.
You know,
but still some good artwork.
Yeah, good artwork, not decent. You know,
and a good for those who were younger kids growing up and hadn't missed the boat on the older issues. Volume 1, Volume 2 is a good place to start.
Look at this Doctor Strange crossover with Mordo. Right, so that's kind of cool.
Nice artwork.
At this point, were they bringing Doctor Strange and Mordo in because the series was struggling? I don't know. But again, if you looking through here, not a lot of really notable things happening. Here's a pretty cool cover, though.
That's kind of like a flashback to the original.
That's the flashback to the Blue era, yeah, definitely.
Got a shiny bag here, but yeah, come back with my baby. No.
So, and then it only ran 11 issues. So here's the finale. Again, Doctor Strange is back again for the finale. All right.
Nice.
Now, Man-Thing, it would pop up in other books again later in the 90s and the early 2000s. So those are the last you've seen of him.
Let's go back to the 70s with the giant-size specials.
Yeah, we say the best for last here.
Why not?
And in fact, you know what? We've been remiss on our last couple episodes. We've been forgetting our favorite covers. So Bill and I both love a lot of these covers here. So here's a combined favorite covers, and they happen to be giant-sized Man-Thing. So from August, I'm guessing this was what, 74?
Probably 74. I think when they started. I have this issue as well.
I've showed this before.
Yes,
this is one of my all-time favorite covers.
Go.
Probably the best, in my opinion, the best Mike Ploog cover
against the Glob.
The Glob,
and then the Glob has also fought the Hulk.
The Hulk, yeah. And this is just these two mushy guys, just mucking it up together, and it's like
it's a good one.
It's really good.
I have the first 5 issues minus issue 4. I don't have number 4. I recently acquired 2 and 3.
Here's number 2. This is almost like a Mighty Joe Young type of thing.
Good
here's
story.
The exhibit breaking out. Very good.
And these are all from independent from the main run storyline.
Yep.
So these came out I think they cranked out one every 4 months or every 3 months for the giant size.
Number 3. Again, here we got him in a little fantasy.
What's the month on that say? That's February, whereas number 2 was November. So every 3 or 4 months they were cranking out a giant size.
This is a very cool cover.
This one I don't have.
This goes back to the Fear Burns to the Man.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great example.
Look at that. That is a.
My hand is burning.
That's the Fiend, by the way.
And also here you get a guest story, a side story featuring Howard the Duck. This is before Howard the Duck comic. Yeah,
but his first appearance in Man Thing.
Against Gorko the Man Frog. How cool is that of a villain, huh? And then the final giant size is also with a Howard the Duck extra at the end.
Number 5.
Number 5.
I didn't know this was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's that.
All right.
Howard the Duck battles for his life.
All I
against
need
the
is
most
number 4. My
incredible
set is
vampire.
complete on the giant size.
That's it.
Well, that wraps up our Halloween tribute to the Man-Thing. And we got more Halloween horror-themed comic books coming at you.
So you know what's coming, right?
We're going to do Werewolf by Night. And then we're going to do some random horror comics from my collection. But
Bill's got an awesome collection of random. Marvel did a lot, and even DC did a lot of these like random horror series.
I loved them as a kid, you know. And then today they're hard to find. They're harder to find than the superhero books, I think, in my opinion. But anyway, that wraps up this episode of Comic Book Users. I'm Wild Bill, saying thanks for watching us, and stay tuned for our next episode.
And I'm Pete. Have a good one. We'll see you real soon with more horror related.
Come back. Thanks.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.